Welcome everyone. This is going to be another entry into Spotlight Sundays where I highlight cases of the missing, lost, and endangered, particularly those of African American women and young girls. This case is going to be on Laquandra Shavonne Slater. I do want to give a disclaimer ahead of time. There was not a whole lot of information that I was able to find on this case, unfortunately. I did want to highlight it for two reasons. Number one, I believe that she deserves to have her information shared, and I wanted to try and use this platform to do that. And then also, it's been 3 years, and hopefully it hasn't been long enough where there are no new leads or no new developments that couldn't be discovered just by sharing her case. So I wanted to try and do that. I did look on charlieproject.org and I was able to find a little bit of information, and then the majority of the information is coming from ourblackgirls.com. I did want to give credit to both of those sources so that number one, they receive the credit, and number two, if you'd like to go and visit those sites and read about the cases for yourself, you're able to do that. So this case is on, again, Laquandra Shavonne Slater. She has been missing since November 24th, 2016. According to this article, it says that it was soon after the Thanksgiving season in 2016 when family members last had contact with Laquandra Shavonne Slater on December 2nd in Flint Township, Michigan. Soon after, Laquandra's vehicle was found abandoned in the area near Atherton Road and Van Dyke Road. There hasn't been any movement in her case since the time that she disappeared. Her cousin Latoya Brown said that someone had to have done something to her to take her somewhere. The family states that the holidays are a particularly difficult time as she is a family-oriented person who enjoys spending time with her loved ones. For the past 2 years, investigators haven't received any new information about what may have happened to her, but someone somewhere has the key the detectives need. At the time of her disappearance, she was 5'4", 180 to 200 pounds. She has black hair, brown eyes, and multiple piercings, including those located on her lip, eyebrow, and ears. She has a number of tattoos, dolphins and fish from her foot up her body, a portrait of her mother on her upper arm, a sun on her arm, and other tattoos on her arms, legs, and neck. Laquandra goes by the nicknames Savvy and may use the last name Kelly. Anyone with any information regarding Laquandra's case is urged to contact the Flint Township Police Department at 810-600-3250. I also wanted to just mention this blurb from the charlieproject.org in which it says that the family is saying that it's uncharacteristic of her to leave without any warning, and she enjoyed visiting her family and would go to her father's house for his birthday and on holidays. All communication with her stopped in late November 2016, and the circumstances of her disappearance are unclear. There is a Facebook page for her. I will share that in the description below. It's simply titled Find Shavy. And there hasn't seemed to be any updates recently as far as the case, just primarily tributes to her, photos of her. I didn't mention any children, so I'm not quite sure if she was a mom or if she was an aunt. There are children featured on the page. I'll link it below, like I said, so that you can take a look at that if you like. But overall, this case truly is baffling because there are no details and no clues. There isn't any information in terms of the condition that the car may have been found in. Was there anything that was found in the car that was of any value, of any note? Did she have a cell phone that could have been used to figure out like her last contact? Who did she speak to last? Any text messages, etc., etc. I know even sometimes with that, that's not always helpful because a lot of the carriers won't give information to families without a court order, citing privacy concerns and things of that nature, which I can understand what they're saying, but in cases like this, infuriating and frustrating if you are a family member. I can't even imagine, and you're desperately looking for anything to help locate your family member, and someone is telling you about privacy concerns and things of that nature. So I do wonder if, a cell phone would have been of value if they have it, if they have the number. Is it, where did it last ping? Was she even in the car? Was she driving her car? What did someone leave it there? And it's not even really saying who saw her last or when was the last time they saw her, because if you remember, the article that I first read indicated that she had been missing since November the 24th, 2016. But then further in the article, it says that the last contact with her was on December 2nd. So I'm assuming that the last time that they saw her would have been on Thanksgiving, perhaps. And perhaps she made contact with the family on December 2nd. By phone, someone spoke with her, but then nothing after that. It also doesn't give any details in terms of when she was reported missing. So, after the time that they spoke to her, how long did it take for them to realize that they hadn't had any contact with her? And then, although it says soon after, but, when was the car located? And again, I do wonder about the condition of the car. Nevertheless, there is a woman that is missing, and she is, she deserves to be found. She deserves to have justice, and she deserves to be rejoined with her family. If you have any information, please contact the Flint Police. I'll leave the information below. Y'all have a great day.